Welcome to 411carline.com. You can find us at 411carline.com. You can view the free Carfax available on our website by clicking on the little Carfax icon. It'll say Carfax Advantage Dealer or Carfax One Owner. You're also welcome to view all the photos on there if the car is still listed online, of course. Some of these YouTube videos are old, and when our cars sell, they do get taken offline. You may give us a call, 952-540-9000, to ask any questions or to set up an appointment. We are by appointment, so please do call ahead, 10:30 to 6 Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 3 on Saturdays. All of our vehicles are fully inspected by third-party mechanic shops prior to being put up online. You are also welcome to have it inspected. Just ask us about our policy on that. Also, there are aftermarket warranties available on any vehicle, any miles. We just had a lady a couple of months ago buy pretty much this identical Jeep with 70,000 miles on it, and she bought a 5 or 6 year warranty on it. So you're more than welcome to do that. So this is a 2000 Jeep Cherokee XJ. These are kind of like the Toyota 4Runners. They have a huge following. It's getting harder and harder to find cleaner ones, which are rust-free or nearly rust-free. My brother and I both own these. I've owned several in my life. I actually just sold mine recently, just due to some financial decisions. So we are Jeep experts. We both built ours, and we buy a ton of these XJs. I don't know, I haven't counted how many we bought over the 7 years that we've owned this business, but we have bought a lot of them, so we're super familiar. All right, so this one here did come from the East Coast, so it's not perfect, but it is a good driver, and definitely is a good driver and mechanically super sound. So I'll walk you around it here. It's black, so it's not perfect. We are not in the business of brand new vehicles. These are used, of course, but we try and do our best to make them mechanically and look sound at least. So this one does have a little dent in the bumper up here. You can see kind of behind this cap. I mean, if someone really wanted to, they could replace the bumper. You don't even really notice it all that much until you get up close here. So the grill and header panel here does have the normal little like rock chips. There's like a little bit of sap damage here, a little bit there. The turn signals do have, there's like a tiny little crack there. There's little stars in that one. So just telltale 22-year-old vehicle thing. So hood's pretty clean. It's a little dusty right now. It's in our indoor showroom, and pollen and stuff blows in there, so we'll keep walking around. There are, of course, some scratches, and it looks like there's probably a sap mark right here too. A couple scratches there, another little sap mark on the fender flare. But what we really look for is mechanically, and then rust underneath. So it does have the Jeep Cherokee Country wheels on it. You can see that they're the 5-spoke aluminums versus the regular steel this one would have come with. They've got good Firestone tires on it, destination all seasons. Tread depth is good, probably somewhere in the, I would guess, the 60 to 75% range. Of course, there are scratches by the handle here. Fingernail scratches. This one does have the roof rack because it is a sport. Kind of see, it's good lighting right now to show scratches and stuff on the black. So this one's got fingernail scratches too. So not to be sexist, but it might have been a lady who threw her purse in the back often or something along those lines and put her fingers in there often. I don't know. Could have been a guy too. You never know. But show you the door bottoms here, pretty clean. Rockers are pretty clean. They do have just a tiny bit of like on the spot welds here, just a tiny bit of bubbling starting. You can see that kind of back here too. It's the most important part on the Jeep, and of course the floors. Floor's clean on this side. Alright, keep walking around here. Gas cap has a couple of those like sap things there too, so think some of this is wax left over from buffing. Some of it's just light scratches. A really good black paint correction could probably do this thing some justice. I'm having trouble finding people that do that in the Twin Cities area. We had a really good guy, he went out of business unfortunately. Standard little chips and stuff on the rear bumper. This one did not come with a trailer hitch, which is both good and bad. It doesn't have a trailer hitch, but also, you know, it hasn't pulled anything it wasn't supposed to pull. Little kind of like scrape, I guess I would say, on this bumper corner. These bumper corners and stuff can all be painted pretty easily. See the tread depth on the tires there. Very small scuff here on the fender flare. Just got a message and it's kind of funny. A couple little scratches, probably from a garage or something, maybe a bicycle. Looks like about a little kid bicycle handle height. There is a little scratch on this fender too. That's why I kind of think that maybe he was parked in the garage on this side. So, oh yeah, this wheel here. Show you the underside. Pretty clean as well. This one does have, I just noticed it as I was looking at it the other day, it does have a very small soft spot here. There's actually a very small chunk of metal missing. It's a very strange spot. Usually they're kind of around these caps more so. So I'm not sure. We might have to patch that, I guess. But I have to talk to my paint guy about that, see what he thinks. But otherwise, rockers are super solid, which is what we're looking for. Oh no. See if I can unlock it here. I think this remote might have lost program. Yeah, it's doing something goofy. So this one has a Viper alarm system and remote start. And we just put a battery in it, so it must be something to do with that. Anywho. Show the door bottoms here. Again, relatively clean. Tiny bit of like bubbling there, but it's nothing too concerning. And I kind of look in this area too. It's a good spot for rust to build up. Cloth seats, standard sport. Interior is complete, pretty clean, no cracks in the dash. Couple little seatbelt scrapes back here. Little spot right there. So little spot right there. It's pretty clean too. This under here is just dirt. Looks like. This seat does flip up, that folds down, of course. It's really hard to do one-handed. Headliner is good. I think we just put a brand new headliner in this one, if I remember correctly. Obviously, I'll get that power lock thing addressed. They were working fine and I was messing with the remote start. So, back here is pretty clean. Along the edge here, really hard to see because my phone sucks, but no rust on the edge there. Full size spare, that's important to some people. Oh, take a look under the back here. Of course, on the heat shield for the exhaust there's a little bit of buildup, but it's actually pretty clean behind the fenders here. Usually you get a lot of rust up in this area. These are usually rotted away. So that side's pretty clean too. Gosh, my phone just will not focus today. I was taking another video before and it was doing the same thing, so. Anywho. like spotting or anything on the inside here. Does not. I don't know if I showed the roof before, but roof is clean. Door bottom here. Focus. Gosh, kind of frustrating. Just a little bit of bubbling there, but nothing too concerning. This is one I would deem relatively free of rust, not rust free. I'm going to show you the underside here. We just serviced the front axle. It's got new ball joints on both sides. I think there was new hub assemblies installed as well. Fresh alignment. Pinion seal, I think. No, pinion seal wasn't done on this one. That was the other one. New stabilizer. Oil pan gasket, rear main seal were done. It's a pretty expensive job. We had that done. I'll start it up here. Hopefully, because I was messing with that remote start, it starts normally. Yep. So it does have remote start, has both the remotes, 2 keys, 2 fobs, but there's something goofy going on with it. We just put a battery in it, so maybe it's something to do with that, I don't know. AC works, I got it going right now. It does have rear defrost. Rear wiper actually works. Rare. Speakers, like most XJs, are mostly working. I imagine this one in the driver's door is kind of sporadic because they usually are due to the wires bending back and forth so much. So, power windows, power locks. It does have keyless entry. I don't know what we're listening to here, but like I said, AC works, wipers work. Just turned over 109,000 miles. Locks do work. There's just something goofy with when I was doing the remote start thing. So I'll open the hood here and show you under the engine bay. Alright, so AC is running, that's why it's noisy. My phone does pick up small engine noise. Of course, brand new battery, you just put it in. See the alarm system there for the Viper alarm system. If I'm not mistaken, we did a valve cover gasket and the rear main and oil pan gasket, so it doesn't actually leak any oil, which is quite amazing for an XJ. Power steering line is new too. Pressure line is often a leaker at least. Water pump looks relatively new too. I don't recall if we did that one or someone else did. But runs good. There's no piston slap on startup, no knocks or anything like that. So, which isn't super, which is common with these motors. Usually get piston slap or something along those lines. So. But overall, it's a pretty good specimen of an XJ. I wouldn't say it's perfect by any means. It's priced accordingly. We price based on market value. We buy and sell a lot of these, and they're worth usually somewhere in that 10 to 15 grand range, depending upon year and miles, as well as, not so much year, but as well as overall condition. So, pretty clean. So, that is the 2000 XJ. If you have any questions, give us a call. 952-540-9000. Thanks.